Today we're going to change the fuel filter on my 99 F250 Super Duty with the 7.3 in it. First what we're going to do is we're going to take the fuel filter cap off. All you need is a 13mm wrench or deep well socket. I'm just going to disconnect this real quick so I can get this thing out of my way. Alright, so right here is the actual fuel filter itself. It's just up underneath this cap. From there, a lot of people either use one of those strap wrenches. Personally, I think they're a pain. So I'm just going to use a crescent wrench and just put the plier parts right in these notches in the cap here. Alright, so after you've got your cover off, here's your actual fuel filter here. It's got a cap on it that we'll show you how to get off here in a second. But first, you gotta depressurize it, and right back here is a little tab that you flip open to relieve the pressure. Then underneath, or right behind the passenger side front tire, there's a small bleeder hose that you can put just a small piece of like piping on there, flexible piping, and drain it out. So we'll go ahead and show you where that's at real quick. Alright, so like I said, up underneath the engine behind the passenger front tire, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a small pipe that doesn't go to anything. That's the bleeder hose tube. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to put a small piece of hose on there, like we got here. And there's our fancy diesel fuel collection system. Just open up that tab up there and drain it out. It might take a little while.
So what we've got going now, we went ahead and drained this, bled it off using the hose. And then you're just going to want to twist this all the way it comes off, and you can access your filter. You'll also see that there's this O-ring gasket deal here. Your filter probably will come with a new one of those. Just go ahead and replace that.
Alright, so as you can see, here's the old filter in there. Alright, the new filter that I'm putting in is just your standard micro guard. You can get one with a cap, so you don't have to use the old one. Your filter and then your screen is here. You also get 2 O-rings. Alright, I'll show you how to install these real quick. The smaller one sits in this groove here. A lot of O-rings require some lubing up, so just take some of the diesel fuel that's just hanging out in this filter, just to grease this up real quick. Alright, then that O-ring just sits right in there. Alright, this other O-ring, like before, it sits up here on this ledge on the metal here on the housing, but we'll do that after we get this old one out. I'm gonna lube up this O-ring real quick. Set it in there. Alright, now replacement filter is ready to go in. Alright, it's hand tight in there. So we're going to go ahead and call that good. Replace the cover. Obviously pop back this hose. A lot of the old diesels, you had to prime them manually. With this model, all you have to do is just turn the key over. You'll hear it, the fuel pump kick on. You're going to want to do this about 4 or 5 times for about 30 seconds. Let diesel get back into the system, and then you can go ahead and fire up. We're going to see if it fires up, and hopefully my truck doesn't blow up.